Drop four figures on the wrong E-rated all-terrain, and you will feel that mistake on every highway mile. Today, we are using 2026 real-world data to rank 5 of these tires. Worst pick exposed first, best pick saved for last. Don't touch that Add to Cart button until you see number 1. Pick the wrong E-rated tire, and you pay for it twice. Once at the register, and again every time you hit rough pavement and feel that wrong, loose, rattling feedback through the wheel. Bad E-rated rubber doesn't announce itself in the marketing copy. It shows up 6 months later, in uneven wear, in handling that goes soft when you actually need it, in a sidewall that wasn't built for the load you're running. We investigated these tires so you don't have to guess. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which pick earns your money and which ones quietly drain it. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 6, if your off-road trips stay mild and your budget is tight, meet the Toyo Open Country A/T3. At $298.02, it is the most affordable entry on this list. That price is tempting. We get it. Toyo built a cut-and-chip resistant compound into this tire. On light trails and wet pavement, it does its job. The LT285/75R16 sizing fits a wide range of trucks and SUVs, and that 126/123R load rating means it handles a real payload. The E/10 sidewall rating adds some sidewall toughness. So far, so good. But here is the exposure. Push this tire into serious off-road terrain, and some owners report it starts showing limits faster than the competition. Highway stability at speed is where stronger rivals on this list pull clear. Only 12 reviews at a 4.1 rating tells you this tire has not been battle-tested at scale yet. It is a reasonable starting point for a driver who stays mostly on pavement with occasional light dirt. But if your trails get aggressive, spending a little more will save you from a costly regret. And the next tire on this list proves exactly why. Coming in next, if your trails are pushing past fire roads into real rock and rut territory, this tire enters the conversation. The BF Goodrich All-Terrain T/AK03 sitting at $348.99. This is a name that carries serious weight in the off-road world, and for good reason. BF Goodrich pulled the Corkguard technology straight from Baja Racing. That means the sidewall is built to absorb punishment that would split a lesser tire wide open. Their advanced deflection design physically redirects sticks and debris before they can snag and tear. That is not marketing language, that is engineering with a purpose. The serrated shoulder design and mud-phobic bars improve on the already respected KO2, giving you better mud and snow traction in the tough moments. Rated 4.6 out of 5 across 91 reviews and backed by a 50,000-mile treadwear warranty, this tire earns that confidence. But here is the honest truth. At this price point, some buyers report it still trails the absolute top performers in deep mud grip and long-haul tread life. It is excellent. It is not the best. The next tire on this list is where that gap closes for good. Coming in at number 4, the Cooper Discoverer AT3XLT. If you want a tire that genuinely does a little bit of everything without punishing your wallet every mile, this is the one that keeps showing up. 4.7 stars across over 900 real buyers. That is not a fluke. That is a pattern. At $333, it sits in a range where value actually means something. The aggressive sidewall design gives you real bite on rocks and loose terrain. The rugged traction shoulders dig into mud and resist punctures on sharp trail edges. And that 60,000-mile treadwear warranty tells you Cooper is confident this thing lasts. You are not replacing these in 18 months. But here is the honest part. The AT3XLT is built to haul heavy loads reliably, and it does that well. What it is not built for is the absolute worst-case scenario. Deep mud extraction, sustained extreme off-road punishment, that is where the gap opens up against the top 2. So, who is this for? Truck owners who split time between highway miles and weekend trail runs. It is balanced, it is proven, and it earns its spot. But the next tire on this list does something the AT3XLT simply cannot touch. Coming in at number 2, the General Tire Grabber A/TX. If you want genuine off-road aggression without torturing your wallet at the register, this is the tire that makes the decision almost unfair. At $287.52 a corner, it is punching well above its price class, and 420 verified buyers gave it a 4.6 out of 5. That is not a fluke, that is a pattern. General engineered this tread to balance 2 things. Most tires sacrifice one for the other, real off-road bite and a quiet highway ride you can actually live with daily. That rugged, aggressive block pattern grips loose terrain without turning your cabin into a drum kit at 70 miles per hour. General backs the construction with up to 60,000 miles of tread life coverage. That is thousands of trail runs and daily commutes before you even think about replacements. For the buyer splitting weekends between dirt roads and Monday morning highway miles, this tire almost has no business being this affordable. Almost. So why is it sitting at number 2? Because the top pick does one specific thing better. And once you hear it, you will understand exactly why we held that spot. Do not go anywhere. Coming in at number 1, the Falcon Wild Peak A/T4W. At $210.12, this is the lowest entry price in this entire lineup, and it carries a 4.9-star rating. Let that sink in. 84 real buyers. Nearly a perfect score. That does not happen by accident. If you need one tire that handles mud, gravel, rocky off-road terrain, and then turns around and rides like a civilized adult on the highway, this is it. Falcon engineered the A/T4W for exactly that dual life. The sidewalls are built tough enough to resist cuts and punctures on rough terrain. The tread depth is deep enough to push through snowy winters without flinching. And when you get back on the interstate, it does not punish you for your weekend. Many owners specifically call out how composed it feels across completely different conditions. That is not a common compliment for an all-terrain. The A/T4W earns it. Best price, best rating, genuine all-weather, all-terrain capability. That is why this one took the top spot. The links are in the description. Check the current price before it moves. So let's cut to it. Price to performance is where the field splits fast. The also-rans look competitive on paper until you factor in tread life. Tires that wear out in 2 seasons cost you more than the premium option ever would. Durability across terrain is next. Some tires are highway confident but fall apart on gravel and hardpack. That gap matters. Road noise is the hidden tax nobody warns you about. A tire that drones at 65 miles per hour ruins every commute, and tread life projections separate the real investments from the ones that quietly eat your wallet. The top pick checked every single box. The runners-up made compromises. Knowing which compromise you can live with, that is the decision. The links are below. Here is the bottom line. If extreme terrain is your reality, the Falcon earns that top spot every time. It delivers off-road confidence without draining your account. The runners-up have merit, but they ask you to pay more or give something up. That is the compromise. The Falcon does not make you choose. Best grip, best value, best verdict. Do not overthink it. The right tire is already ranked. The links are in the description. Check today's prices before they move. Subscribe, hit the bell, and drop a comment right now. Highway cruiser or hardcore off-road? Tell me your terrain. I read every single one.